Coffee Cuties, we are back with another banger. So today we are going to be talking about how people are rage baiting at the expense of black women. So before I jump into the video, I just want to give a shout out to some person on Lipstick Alley. Yes, I am on Lipstick Alley, but I promise you this is not me in this thread, but they randomly, I guess, watched some of my videos and they created a thread. Again, some people on Lipstick Alley think that it's me, but it's not. I am on Lipstick Alley, but I actually don't comment because I don't want people to figure out who I am. So, but shout out to whatever Coffee Cutie is listening and following and promoting your girl on Lipstick Alley. But anyway, let's just hop right into the subject. So I'm going to start with the definition of rage baiting. So, rage baiting is a manipulative tactic used on the internet in order to make people angry, in order to increase engagement, views, or support. So, I, of course, have to think to myself, why are black women, out of everybody that could possibly be the target, why are we the target? So, I feel like we're the target because we are the easiest, and that is because the majority of internet users, social media users are black people, and the group of people with the highest engagement are black women. So we also have the majority of the black community as well. And we are unfortunately the least protected. So we unfortunately fall things like rage baiting. So I realized that sometimes black women are easily reactive to negative things, which causes the internet to attack us so much more. I have photos going throughout the video, but for the perpetrators, it's easy to get likes and comments, even if the attention is negative from black women. So they basically like to play in our face pretty much. They like to lure us in. They like to gain views and engagement off of us. And then they like to, of course, label us angry and bitter, etc. after we choose to respond. But I can break this rage baiting up into 3 categories. That is the white media. Number 2 will be the manosphere. And then number 3 will be the new community, the exoticals community. So let's just start with number 1, and that's going to be the media ran by white people. So they like to fund projects that paint black people in a negative light. So they typically have 3 categories when it comes to black women and how we are portrayed. That is the sapphire one, that is basically we're loud, we got attitude problems, we're aggressive, we're overbearing, etc. Number 2, they like to cast us as the mammy, which is basically we are self-sacrificing, we basically we're not self-serving, we are of service to other people. And if you think about all the old slavery movies, the mammy is what kept all the slaves in check. So basically like, oh, you don't want to upset massa, like you better do what is need to be done. It's typically an older woman, not always, of course, but that is typically how the mammy is portrayed. And then, of course, the Jezebel character, which is over-sexualizing black women and painting us as being promiscuous, etc. I also want to add that we definitely get the angry black woman stereotype as well as being strong and independent. So these are the ways that the media likes to portray us, and they never want to show just a variation of black women, how we are in real life. There are plenty feminine, sophisticated, and educated black women who are really breaking down barriers and strides throughout life. But of course, they only want to paint us in this one facet type of way. And some recent media rage baiting, in my opinion, was the makeup company called Euphoria. I have the demonstration going on the screen. But a content creator by the name of Gloria, she complained to the company once because they were not inclusive to dark skin at all. I have the video playing. And then they were like, okay, we're going to create this shade called Shade 600. And it basically was black paint. It had no undertones, no nothing. I personally feel like the company may have done it on purpose in order to gain some type of traction through making black women angry, basically, because on their page, their engagement and views and everything else has gone up basically by the hundreds of thousands after this whole story went viral. So they are okay with making black women upset and basically excluding us from their brand. They want other races of women or of women of lighter shades to be like, okay, the brand might not include them, but it's going to include you guys. And we basically are now known because, again, we built it off the rage baiting of black women. But next, I'm going to get into category number 2, and that is the manosphere. So the manosphere, they like to drop all type of narrative, not just for black women, but women in general. But we're going to focus on some of the things that they say about black women. So they'll say, black women, they're the least to get married. Black women are fat. Black women have attitudes. Black men don't prefer black women. And that's when the whole preference conversation comes in. Oh, black men prefer white women or mixed women or all these type of narratives. Also, the passport bros where they just say they're done with American women altogether because we're not fit, feminine, beautiful. So they're going to go overseas and find a woman. All of this is, in my opinion, rage baiting. They want a reaction out of black women. Because if you didn't want a reaction out of us, just go do what you got to do. Go sell it. If you got a preference is not black women, just go date that. Why are our names always in your mouth? It has to be the fact that you're trying to build traction and audience, even if it's negative comments off of the backs of black women, etc. And next, we're going to move into the third category, which is a new community of mixed and biracial women, or they're now claiming monoracial women who they deem as having king features. They have no real definition of what an exotical is. It's just pretty much if you say you're an exotical, you're an exotical. But this group likes to lead with the 4 pillars. Anytime a black woman speaks up for her phenotype, defending her phenotype, setting the standard for her phenotype, etc., or just simply expressing her experiences from a black woman's perspective, they like to say that we're jealous, we're bitter, we have inferiority complexes, or we have a victim mindset. No matter what our arguments is, if we make valid points, etc., they like to throw this back in. They like to say all type of false narratives about black women, about our beauty, about our hair, bodies. They act like we're jealous of them and we want to be them. They make all these assumptions about black women. They interview, for example, one black woman who may be dealing with some insecurity issues, inferiority complexes, etc. And they want that token black woman to speak for all of us. They rage bait with these titles about black women, etc. Right now, they literally have a narrative going around that if you buy any type of creams to lighten up your hyperpigmentation, because as we know, melanin skin is more prone to hyperpigmentation, we are somehow skin bleaching or we hate our skin, etc. So they can use all type of lightening agents such as vitamin C, natural vitamin C, things like that to clear up their hyperpigmentation. But if we do it, we are trying to bleach our skin to look light-skinned, etc. But that's just one example. There's just countless ones. If you go throughout my playlist, you will see all the crazy narratives, and I debunk all type of hypocrisies when it comes to the exotical community. But I want to go into what are some solutions, but I want to add to stick around towards the end of the video after the solutions because I have a special guest dropping in and they're going to drop some gem on us coffee cuties. But one solution is to simply ignore it, ignore the rage bait, etc. So just act like it just doesn't exist. You can go on your social media sites, etc., but just, again, ignore it. Or you can disconnect completely. You can literally shut yourself out of social media. Just don't get on any of these sites that talk negative about black women. Or you can also create communities in real life if you choose to disconnect from social media. Or you can create communities online with like-minded black women who are spreading positive messages towards your phenotype. Or you can do what I chose to do, which is to beat them at their own game. If you want to create narratives and rage bait, etc., about my phenotype, okay, well, then I have the right to respond whichever way I see fit. And that leads me to our special guest of the day. It is Cardi No B, and she is going to leave a little bit of a poem that came from the hit song from the R&B singer Summer Walker. Cardi B was basically like a feature or whatever. And since she has announced she is not dropping an album this year, she had all the time in the world to drop in on the Coffee Cuties. So here she comes. You better stop playing with me. Beep. Well, Coffee Cuties, you know I've been seeing, all the BS that's going on these internet YouTube streets. And I don't know if the rumors are true. I don't know. I don't care. It's not my business. But if it's true, don't let these chicks, don't let them make you, have a one-up on you, destroying your phenotype image. But effing telling your rumors to the world on, I'ma do it on purpose. I'ma do it spitefully. Do it on your own way. Do it beautifully. Do it special. If you want to debunk these false narratives and everything, say it with a beautiful way on your YouTube channel. Say why you decided to create your YouTube channel. Even if you face your own problems, put your own drama to the side. Create your own YouTube channel. Yeah. Because if a chick want to get clout off your phenotype, you get clout off of them. And you put all the stuff on your YouTube channel. Say something like, I'm pretty for a dark-skinned girl. Make these chicks feel it where it hurt. Hit them where it hurt. And put the stuff on your YouTube channel and make money off of your YouTube. F these people. All right, we are back, Coffee Cuties. Thank you, Cardi No B, for the advice from your featured on Summer Walker's song. But anyway, this is the end of the video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have you noticed the rage baiting going around on YouTube? If so, did I miss any? What's some comments and things like that I didn't touch on in this video? Also, be sure to tell a friend because we are lit over here. And as you know, we are the Shadow Band crew due to the flagging. But regardless of the fact, we're going to show up each and every day because the message will be heard. But until next time, Coffee Cuties, see ya.